Всем привет, всем здравствуйте, всем добрый день, дамы и господа. Добро пожаловать на канал Rexer Game. Меня зовут Алексей, Starfield. Продолжаем с вами играть. Прилетели мы на планеточку, населенную уже, все дела, города. По заданиям. Один маленький... Так, здесь все окей по звуку. По звуку, не по звуку, вот это сюда. Перейти в лодж Райан Маст. Так, Борот хочет, чтобы я доставил артефакт его коллегам в созвездии. Я возьму его корабль Фронтир, его работа Васка для этого путешествия. Все, мы взяли. Мы куда-то прилетели. Пойдем к его, так сказать, коллегам, я так понимаю. Посмотрим. Барон, привет. Здорово.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go.
Мы сюда, кстати, в прошлой серии прилетели, сбагрили все ненужные вещи. Осталось понять, как пользоваться кислородом, в плане, когда он необходим. То есть он уходит и все, что ли? Так, поговорите с барменом. С барменом? Здорово. Классные курточки, а вы что? Мод такая сегодня, да? Какая у всех одинаковая мода. Ладно. Так, это мы сейчас на поезд идем, да? Style Among the Stars. Это что, Хала? Или DVD этот какой-нибудь? Destiny. Бесплатный проезд по городу. Так, мне район Маст нужен, да? Поехали. Нравится игра? Не могу тебе сейчас точно сказать. По первым впечатлениям пока нет. Вот, честно буду, пока не нравится. Пока скучно. Пока что скучно. Но говорят, игра раскрывается в течение 10, 20, 30, 40 часов. Ну, бляха, меня не хватит, наверное, на это. Так, куда идти-то? Потому что вот сейчас есть игры, которые лучше выглядят. Не знаю. Здесь, наверное, в упор в сюжет. Вот это вот все, выбор, наверное, был сделан. Не знаю. Да для меня киберпанк красивее выглядит, чем вот это. Что-то ФПСики вот тебе, пожалуйста, в городе все просто. До свидания сразу.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Сейчас они нам что-нибудь расскажут, наверное. Так, ладно.
Everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of...
We appear to have a visitor.
Здравствуйте.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Да.
Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Ну, потому что так пираты напали. Барретт попросил меня доставить артефакт. Это не имеет значения. Ваш артефакт у меня. Кто вы? Почему вы... Давай первое.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
В смысле
It's
факт?
just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Так, ну я буду настаивать на своем. Яркие огни, музыка, дискотека, вот это все.
Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus?
Так, это моя херня или
Well,
какую-то еще вы
I
принесли?
think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it.
На, ну. Я сама
We
аккуратность.
thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
А у меня есть выбор, что ли? Точнее, выбор, а если я откажусь, то чё, куда я пойду-то? Я что, зря уезжал с этого, с камнеломни этой? Так, все же слишком мне нужно время, чтобы проветрить голову. Как много вы знаете об артефактах? Вы хотите, чтобы я был в созвездии? Давай,
You should take
рассказывай.
some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I
Мочи
think
ноги.
you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Так, допустим, ключи добавлено, один маленький шаг. Ёб твою мать. Так, типа походить, познакомиться со всеми.
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something no one else does. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. Yes, you're right. My frustrations lie more with Barrett, not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to board, son. Вот этого не хватало. Так, ну, рад, допустим, быть здесь.
In addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization.
Так, вы здесь полностью обложились, я понял.
Testing alien
Если что-то
substances,
понадобится, я
the
сюда,
whole
я
thing.
понял.
You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Так, генерального директора я не ожидал. Какова ваша роль в компании? Как вы думаете, что что было-нибудь значение? Что это за компания? Что это, да?
You're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund.
Ну слушай, ты гендиректор, дай мне тогда хороший корабль сразу.
Less than reputable vessels, they covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else. I do have other things that require my attention. Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has
Какая у
to
тебя
fund all
суперсила? У
this,
меня
and all
есть
my
деньги.
success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here. Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Опыт? Никакого опыта. Я с камнями умею ладить. Немножко, чуть-чуть совсем.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly,
Ой.
this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
С какой? Так, мы все с тобой закончили, пойдем тогда
Bye.
отсюда. Бай-бай. Бай-бай. Так, ты.
Bet you never
Кто ты?
expected to end up involved in something like this. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Yes, Walter Stroud. I will.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
Take care of yourself.
Так, ладно, с тобой все понятно. Так, ты кошелек. Ты будешь моей плюшкой, скорее всего. Ты кто? Ты ученый, отвечаю. Смотри.
Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noel. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Да, пожалуйста. Так, вы много знаете об артефактах. Сейчас она скажет, кто она, да?
No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two. and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something, an energy surge, some other phenomenon. He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Stay safe, okay?
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Не-не, все, пошли. Я со всеми
We're going
поболтал.
to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Так, окей. Конечно, я, блядь, взволнован, моя первая миссия, все
There's
дела.
an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or
Так, я
whatever you
что-то
do once you're
пропустил,
out there, I
подожди.
don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Так, Сара Морган доступен для вашего экипажа. Теперь является... Отлично. Пойдем. Ты прям за мной будешь ходить?
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast.
Вы не... Давайте обменяемся оборудованием. Не, ничего не буду я, подожди. Пойдем со мной. Ты прям идешь или нет? Она не идет. Типа наружу выйдет со мной? Да. Так, бежит, окей, все. Все хорошо. Ты вот, блядь, ну что это такое? Ну как, почему все такое квадратное, а? Какого-то вот пафоса вообще не возникает. Ну, типа что-то нарисованное, типа что-то древнее. Так, подожди, я куда-то не сюда побежал. Мать, нам куда, ты мне скажи? Ты должна была меня вести, если что. Так, что у меня по... А я могу бегать, интересно, не в скафандре? Что это? 66, это нам туда вниз. Давай попробуем пройти. Мне как-то надо вниз идти. А карта есть города? Поговорите... Ага. Да. А, и быстрое перемещение можно совершать. Тогда ладно. А, это такое быстрое перемещение? Нет, не такое. А, брат, поговорите контактным лицом. Ну-ка, да. Ну да, FPS прям в городе падают. Наверное, на 20 где-то так. Не понимаю почему, потому что огромное пространство, типа.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Давай я сначала, да, дела обсужу, а потом мы с тобой поговорим.
I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks. I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Так, сейчас, ладно, секундочку. Надо срочно закончить. Чуть попозже, возможно, продолжим. А может быть и нет. Вот. Сейчас, ладно. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Если что, вдруг. Там вот это подписывайтесь, ставить лайк, комментируйте. Все подряд вот это вот делайте.